The American Public Power Association is pleased to present the 2022 award winners for Outstanding Public Power Leaders. The James D. Donovan Individual Achievement Award recognizes individuals who have made significant contributions to public power. There are 4 winners this year. Paul Lau, CEO and General Manager at the Sacramento Municipal Utility District in California, has contributed to shaping much of SMUD's industry-leading initiatives through environmental leadership and innovative customer programs since joining the utility in 1982. Paul spearheaded the development of SMUD's 2030 Zero Carbon Plan to eliminate all carbon emissions from SMUD's power supply by 2030. Last year, he testified before the House Select Committee on the Climate Crisis, where he shared the environmental and economic benefits of SMUD's Clean Energy Plan. Paul currently serves on APPA's Board of Directors and other energy industry boards, including the Large Public Power Council, the California Municipal Utilities Association, the Business Council for Sustainable Energy, and the Smart Electric Power Alliance.
Mark McCain, retired Vice President of Member Services and Public Relations at the Florida Municipal Power Agency, began his career with FMPA in 1986 as a communications specialist. During his career, Mark has provided communications counsel on challenging issues and events, developed strong relationships with elected officials and industry leaders, created a lasting brand for Florida Public Power, mentored teams to support the operations of small, medium, and large municipal utilities, and created programs to help members enhance services for customers. Mark served on various APPA committees, including the Legislative and Resolutions Committee, and frequently attended APPA conferences. Mark recently retired from FMPA after more than 35 years of service.
Raj Rao, retired President and CEO of the Indiana Municipal Power Agency, first joined IMPA in 1983 as its Director of Engineering before becoming CEO in 1986. Under Raj's leadership, IMPA grew from an agency serving the wholesale power supply needs of 26 member utilities to a $2 billion organization serving 61 communities. Raj has served on APPA's Board of Directors. He has also served as chairman of the Transmission Access Policy Study Group and has devoted time to APPA's Legislative and Resolutions Committee and the Board of Directors Bylaws Committee. Over the years, Raj has served on numerous issue-oriented task forces, including the Local Control Campaign Steering Committee, the Campaign for Real Competition, the Ad Hoc Task Force on Tax-Exempt Financing, and the Industry Restructuring Task Force.
Steve Renfro is the retired general manager of the Crisp County Power Commission in Georgia. Steve has spent nearly half a century working in the electric utility industry, with 45 of those years dedicated to public power. He started at the commission as a project engineer before being promoted to manager of engineering and later becoming general manager in 1994. Steve currently serves on the MEAG Power Board of Directors. Among his most significant accomplishments at the helm of the commission were leading the reconstruction efforts after Tropical Storm Alberto in 1994, which caused $8 million in damage to the county's hydro facility, and leading recovery efforts from Hurricane Michael in 2018. Steve recently completed a term on APPA's Board of Directors after many years of service.
The Alan Richardson Statesmanship Award honors public power leaders who work to achieve consensus on national issues important to public power utilities. There is one winner this year. Fred D. Clark Jr. is the president and CEO of the Alabama Municipal Electric Authority. Over the past 30 years, Fred has been involved with energy policy development and advocacy. In 2003, Fred established the Alabama Public Utilities Alliance, a state legislative monitoring service for Alabama's public utilities. Fred recently served on APPA's Board of Directors and was also involved with the Transmission Access Policy Study Group. From defeating taxes that focused solely on municipal utilities to protecting service territories from unnecessary regulations, Fred continues to build consensus and successfully move the public power message forward.
The Larry Hobart 7 Hats Award recognizes managers of small utilities serving fewer than 2,500 meters. These managers have a very small staff and must wear 7 hats: planning and design, administration, public relations, field supervision, accounting, human resources, and community leadership. There are 6 winners in 2022. Derek Brown is the city administrator for the city of Albany in Missouri. Derek spearheaded a long-term upgrade plan and design to Albany's electric distribution system to increase reliability and system efficiency, and engaged in the successful planning, design, and construction of a new $5.5 million wastewater treatment plant, which went online in 2020. Derek is involved in almost every aspect of the Albany community, working tirelessly to get others excited about helping to improve their town. He has spent countless hours alongside city work crews, lending a hand wherever needed. Additionally, Derek has served 20 years on the boards of directors for the utility organizations that comprise the Missouri Public Utility Alliance.
Alan E. Pfizer is the village administrator at Pioneer Municipal Utilities in Ohio. Leading a team of 13 employees, Alan oversaw the completion of more than $18 million in infrastructure projects in the areas of storm drainage, water treatment, power distribution, and transmission, all while representing the village on several local boards. Working alongside Pioneer's mayor, fiscal officer, and village council, Alan helps manage the village's $6 million annual budget, makes purchasing decisions, and manages several grants. Alan also handles all communications with neighboring administrators and county officials, and is known as an approachable figure for village residents. As a lifelong resident of Pioneer, Alan has a strong sense of commitment to local community.
George E. Moon, city manager of the city of West Point in Georgia, has served cities in Alabama and Georgia and has 34 years of local government service recognized by the International City Management Association. In his current position, he led the city of West Point's efforts with Kia Motors and 6 Tier 1 suppliers to bring 4,500 new jobs and $2.5 billion in investment to the city. He also managed the city's efforts to revitalize the downtown area, eventually attracting Point University to locate its main campus in a vacant facility in downtown West Point. George manages 8 department directors: Public Works, Police, Fire, Community Development, Administration, Economic Development, and Recreation. He heavily focuses on human resources and has created many positions and started the Community Development Department.
George Morrissey, Director of Public Works for Cuba City Utilities in Wisconsin, is tasked with the day-to-day operations of the city's electric, water, wastewater, streets, parks, finance, zoning, and human resources departments. He directs system maintenance, additions, and improvements with cost and efficiencies in mind. Additionally, George is involved in public power on the state level, having served on WPPI Energy's board of directors for 8 years. He actively participates in state association activities, currently serving as president of the board of directors for the Municipal Electric Utilities of Wisconsin. George is a strong leader who sets the vision and creates the direction for Cuba City Utilities.
Brian Mullen is the electric superintendent at Darlington Municipal Utilities in Indiana. In his role, Brian is the immediate supervisor of several town employees and effectively plans, directs, and coordinates a variety of administrative functions for Darlington. He can almost always be found out in the field working alongside utility employees, plowing snow, repairing utility lines, and patching the town's streets. Brian also sits on the Indiana Municipal Power Agency's Board of Commissioners, advocating for small public power communities and helping to ensure that rates remain low and member services continue to be a focal point of IMPA's mission. His team-oriented attitude and hard work ethic create a positive work environment in Darlington.
Chuck Rawls, city manager for the City of Comanche Public Works Authority in Oklahoma, directly oversees all departments, including electric, water, solid waste, streets, parks, cemetery, fire, and police. As city manager, Chuck has designed and completed dozens of projects and has had success with grant writing, receiving over $3 million in grants in just 6 years. Chuck has recruited several new businesses to the city, increasing both utility and sales tax revenues. He has implemented various training and safety programs, which have significantly impacted the city's safety record. Additionally, Chuck serves on the Oklahoma Municipal Power Authority Board of Directors and remains committed to advancing public power in Oklahoma.
The Harold Kramer John Preston Personal Service Award recognizes individuals for their service to the American Public Power Association. There are 3 winners in 2022. Liz Jambore, retired manager of data analytics and business intelligence at Austin Energy, joined the Texas Public Power Utility in 2005 and retired earlier this year. Liz has contributed to many areas across public power, especially demonstrating great leadership in her activities around research and analytics. Liz earned the APPA Academy's Energy Efficiency Management Certificate and has been an active member of APPA, serving as a director on APPA's Demonstration of Energy and Efficiency Developments, or DEED, board from 2016 through 2021, and serving as the program's board chair for a 3-year term from 2018 to 2021. She also served as the chair of APPA's Smart Energy Provider Program Review Panel from 2019 to 2022. Liz recently appeared in an episode of APPA's Public Power Now podcast to discuss the importance of the SEP program and what the designation means for public power utilities.
Lisa G. McAllister is the Senior Vice President and General Counsel for Regulatory Affairs at American Municipal Power in Ohio. She joined AMP in 2012 as Deputy General Counsel for Federal Energy Regulatory Commission and Regional Transmission Organization Affairs, and was named to her current position in 2017. Lisa has served as the chair and vice chair of APPA's legal section. She regularly attends APPA's Legal and Regulatory Conference, National Conference, and Legislative Rally. She has represented public power interests before FERC and has testified on RTO, energy markets, and transmission planning before the U.S. House Subcommittee on Energy. Her contributions in these arenas have advanced the interests and goals of APPA and public power communities across the country.
Kenneth Roberts is the Supervisor of Safety and Training and Mutual Aid Coordinator at Electricities of North Carolina. Kenneth began his career as a groundsman at Huntsville Utilities in Alabama and worked his way up to supervisor. After 30 years at Huntsville Utilities, he joined Electricities in 2017. Kenneth has been a member of APPA's Mutual Aid Working Group since 2011 and serves as a National Regional Coordinator. He served on APPA's Reliable Public Power Provider Review Panel from 2013 to 2014 and is a former chair and vice chair of both APPA's Safety Committee and Engineering and Operations section. He has served on APPA's DEED board since 2015, currently serving as vice chair. Additionally, Kenneth is a member of the Public Power Lineworkers Rodeo Executive Committee, serving as journeyman master judge, and currently serves on the Safety Manual Revision Task Force.
The Spence Vanderlinden Public Official Award recognizes elected or appointed local officials who have contributed to the American Public Power Association. There are 3 winners this year. Mona C. Clark, Utility Board Chair of Keys Energy Services in Florida, has been active in public power and APPA for 18 years. She has served on the Keys Energy Services Utility Board since 2004 and became the first elected female board member in the utility's history. During her time on the board, Mona and her fellow board members have focused on providing system reliability, affordable rates, and growing green initiatives for the utility's 29,000 customers in Key West and the lower Florida Keys. Mona regularly participates in activities to advocate on behalf of public power. She frequently attends the Florida Municipal Electric Association's Legislative Rally and Annual Conference, and APPA's Legislative Rally and National Conference.
Dwight Day is an Oak City, Utah representative and currently serves on the board of directors for the Utah Associated Municipal Power Systems. For the past 40 years, Dwight has represented small public power municipalities in Utah by being active with multiple organizations, including the Intermountain Consumer Power Association, Intermountain Power Agency, and UAMPS. As one of the founding UAMPS board members, Dwight has supported the agency's membership and project growth from 21 members and 1 project to 50 members and 16 projects. Dwight has been an active member of APPA since the 1980s, serving in several roles, including chairing the advisory committee from 1982 to 1988. He also served on APPA's Power Pack Committee and was chair from 1985 to 1986.
Stan Luke is the mayor of Burlington, Kansas. Stan has served more than 15 years as an elected official, including 8 years on the City Council of Burlington, before being elected twice as the city's mayor. He also served on the board of directors for the Kansas Power Pool. Stan has provided critical testimony on behalf of public power to both Congress and the Kansas State Legislature. He is currently chair of APPA's Policymakers Council and, since joining the council, has regularly attended APPA's Legislative Rally, National Conference, and the Policymakers Council Summer Fly-In.
The Robert E. Roundtree Rising Star Award is a scholarship presented to future leaders in public power. The recipient receives a stipend to travel to an APPA conference or training to advance their public power education and development. This year's winner is Angie Luna, Director of Power and Public Works at Ackworth Power in Georgia. Angie has been on a rapid career trajectory since starting her service in public power in 2013. She joined Ackworth Power in 2019 after serving at the Fort Valley Utility Commission and the City of Norcross in Georgia. As a director, she has taken the initiative to participate in all city-sponsored leadership development programs. Angie currently oversees an operating budget of more than $14 million and 41 full-time employees. She leads the city's emergency preparedness leadership team and has significantly improved policies and communications with other city departments to ensure that the city is prepared for any crisis that could potentially disrupt service. She has also taken the initiative to apply for federal funding that enables the city's first step toward the utilization of smart meters. Angie continuously strives to grow professionally as a public power leader.
The Mark Cresson Leadership and Managerial Excellence Award recognizes public power managers who steer their organizations to new levels of excellence, lead by example, and inspire staff to do better. There are 3 winners for 2022. Crystal Courier is the controller for the Vermont Public Power Supply Authority in Waterbury Center, Vermont. Prior to VPPSA, Crystal managed the small municipal utility in the village of Hyde Park, Vermont. She left Hyde Park to become VPPSA's controller, where she has managed all of the authority's financial activities for nearly 2 decades. In her current role, she has been instrumental in maintaining the authority's strong financial position. Crystal has successfully assisted multiple VPPSA members with revitalizing their financial procedures. When Ludlow Electric Light Department lost its controller, Crystal arrived on site and helped staff with accounting, payroll, and financial reporting. Similarly, when Barton Village found itself without a utility manager, Crystal stepped in to assist. She led the effort to digitize the utility's procedures, enabling staff to conduct operations from home during the pandemic. Crystal is an outstanding manager who steps in and supports her colleagues when needed.
Wes Kelly is the president and CEO of Huntsville Utilities in Alabama. Prior to joining Huntsville Utilities in 2017, Wes led Columbia Power and Water Systems and Pulaski Electric System, both public power utilities in Tennessee. Wes is the chair of the Tennessee Valley Public Power Association and vice chair of APPA's membership committee. He has also served on the Tennessee Valley Authority's Regional Energy Resource Council and the Customer Planning Council. At Huntsville Utilities, Wes has defined key metrics and key performance indicators to show successful growth in the organization and ensure utility efforts benefit the customer. By leveraging transparent metrics, Wes has created a culture of doing the right thing. He instills a sense of understanding and pride in the workforce to grasp the importance of Huntsville's work in the community.
David Osborne, General Manager of the Oklahoma Municipal Power Authority, joined OMPA in 2007 as the Director of Operations and became the General Manager in 2013. Before coming to OMPA, he served 9 years as the General Manager and CEO of Richmond Power and Light in Indiana. Under David's leadership, OMPA has seen several changes and advancements, such as adding new member cities, implementing complex energy markets, and generating plant additions. He was also responsible for the development of OMPA's public power awareness campaign, Our Local Power, which assists Oklahoma municipal utilities in communicating the importance of public power in their communities. David currently serves on the Members Committee of the Southwest Power Pool and is the Vice Chair of the Boards of Directors for APPA and the Transmission Access Policy Study Group.
The E.F. Scattergood System Achievement Award honors utilities with outstanding accomplishments. There are 2 winners in 2022. The City of Hamilton, Ohio has owned and operated its electric utility system since 1893. In 2017, Hamilton's Utilities and Public Works departments merged, forming the Department of Infrastructure. The department launched a substation modernization project that has resulted in even greater reliability for customers of the city's electric system. As part of this effort, the city is trading out older electromechanical relays for higher speed, secure replacements that feature advanced fault detection and comprehensive control functions. Last year, Hamilton commissioned a $12 million substation in one of its industrial parks. the substation was successfully built to serve the growing needs of new and existing customers. Hamilton's electric system boasts exceptionally reliable service, earning an APPA Diamond Level Reliable Public Power Provider, or RP3 designation, in 2020. The city has also participated in APPA's E-Reliability Tracker program to help with measuring outage data, earning a Certificate of Excellence in Reliability in 2020.
The City of Rock Falls Electric Department in Illinois has invested in long-term, reliable leadership. Its utility committee is comprised of 2 residential customers, a commercial customer, 3 aldermen, and the mayor. The committee develops capital plans, identifies key performance areas, and sets metrics for measurement. It also provides long-term strategies to ensure reliability, affordability, and responsibility. Rock Falls focuses on a cleaner energy future and is one of the few Illinois electric systems to have a hydroelectric facility. The hydro plant provides 12.5% of the city's needs, saves customers approximately $40,000 per month in energy costs, and reduces the city's annual carbon emissions. The city is committed to helping residents save money on their electric bills by distributing $175,000 in incentives for energy efficiency projects that have achieved annual savings of more than 500,000 kilowatt hours. Rock Falls has been an APPA RP3 designee for a decade and has earned the APPA Safety Award of Excellence multiple times.
The Sue Kelly Community Service Award recognizes utilities for their good neighbor activities that demonstrate commitment to the local community. 5 utilities are receiving this award in 2022. The Kansas City Board of Public Utilities in Kansas has a commitment that goes beyond utility services to its customers. Kansas City BPU strives to improve the community in which it operates through a comprehensive corporate social responsibility effort. This includes donations and sponsorships, volunteerism, environmental stewardship, and a coordinated response aimed to help customers overcome COVID-19 challenges. Kansas City BPU and its employees contribute and invest financially in a number of local initiatives, including the area's summer youth program and the customer hardship payment assistance and utility assistance programs. Additionally, Kansas City BPU encourages its employees to give back through volunteer service activities. Service projects have included delivering meals to families on Thanksgiving, back-to-school supply funding, and a toy drive to support homeless children during the holidays. Kansas City BPU also undertook numerous initiatives to assist customers impacted by the pandemic, including putting in place and extending flexible payment arrangement options and waiving late payment and reconnection fees.
Kissimmee Utility Authority in Florida is integral to the development of the community it serves. In addition to its commitment to providing reliable power, the utility strives to ensure that ratepayers benefit from its reinvestment of funds back into the community. Now in its 27th year, KUA's Community Sponsorship Program works to improve the quality of life in the community. Since the program's launch, it has supported hundreds of local nonprofit organizations and activities in Osceola County to help build meaningful relationships with residents while also building a more vibrant community. Launched in 2013, KUA's Roundup program has reached over 7,000 customers, and its Good Neighbor Fund raised over $82,000 last year. This fund provides emergency utility bill payment assistance to Kissimmee residents facing temporary financial crises. In 2021, despite the COVID-19 pandemic, KUA employees volunteered at more than 17 community events. Additionally, KUA invests in its future leaders by offering 3 $10,000 scholarships, 3 $1,000 scholarships, and a paid internship.
Lincoln Electric System in Nebraska responds to its community's evolving needs and builds programs and events to engage with and better serve customers. LES facilitates a community-centric culture for employees and encourages them to volunteer to help make a difference. LES's EV Ride and Drive event educates customers on rising trends in electric vehicles. Event-goers have opportunities to take EVs for a spin and learn about purchasing and owning an EV from local dealers. LES approached the Lincoln Children's Zoo with a proposal to launch a new holiday event for the community, Zoo Lights powered by LES. The event is one of the largest light shows in the Midwest and serves the community as an opportunity to learn about electricity, energy efficiency, and LES programs through engagement with LES volunteers. LES staff also volunteer time each year, helping with the community events such as the United Way's Season of Service, a Day of Action, and a day of giving. In addition, this year marks the 20th anniversary of LES's collaboration with the Community Action Partnership of Lancaster and Saunders counties to administer funds as part of LES's Energy Assistance Program.
Tullahoma Utilities Authority in Tennessee prioritizes community engagement and hosts large community events, including an annual Public Power Week celebration, a National Drinking Water Week celebration, and a Light Tube Customer Appreciation Day. TUA also runs and promotes a Community Assistance Roundup program that is funded by voluntary contributions from customers. Contributions are used to support local families in need and the organizations that serve them. This program puts more than $60,000 back into the community each year. TUA's Home Uplift program is designed to support low-income customers whose residences are usually older and less energy efficient. TUA donates funds, which are matched by the Tennessee Valley Authority, to help finance the cost of home energy efficiency upgrades for Tullahoma residents. TUA and TVA also partnered to fund STEM learning projects in local schools. TUA employees frequently visit local schools to discuss utility careers, focusing on building the future of public power.
Turlock Irrigation District in California has always embraced the community-owned spirit by participating in community-based events and activities. In 2018, through the support of leadership and encouragement throughout the organization, Team TID was formed. Team TID is a voluntary employee give-back program with a mission of empowering employees to create meaningful change in the communities they serve through volunteerism, community development activities, and charitable contributions. In 2019, Team TID reached an important milestone and received nonprofit status as a 501c3 organization. TID has supported its community through a host of events, including American Red Cross blood drives, raising money to purchase school supplies for local students, raising awareness for breast cancer research, and supporting families during the holidays with gifts and meals. Since Team TID's formation, more than 500 employee volunteers have participated in activities that have benefited the community, raising over $15,000 in funds.
The American Public Power Association's DEED Research and Development Program promotes innovation in public power. The program's Energy Innovator Award honors utilities that have developed or applied creative, energy-efficient techniques and technologies to their work. There is one winner this year. The Sacramento Municipal Utility District in California launched a pilot natural refrigerant incentive program intended to leverage existing relationships with its electricity customers to inspire and test local installations of innovative climate-friendly natural refrigerant systems. The program has been in operation since 2017, with 2 grocery store chains currently participating in a comparative performance evaluation. Supermarket refrigeration systems have been identified as a leading contributor to the emissions of harmful gases due to their complex designs and typically high leak rates. Because SMUD has been active in local climate collaborative planning and regional greenhouse gas inventory development, the utility realized that it had an opportunity to assist the region in raising awareness and helping its customers make this transformation. The innovation of the SMUD Natural Refrigerant Incentive Program will result in benefits not only in providing utilities with a blueprint for achieving deep decarbonization of existing buildings, but by providing third-party validated energy performance, cost analysis, and overall emissions reductions.
5 individuals have completed the APPA Academy's Public Power Manager Certificate program. To earn this certificate, participants complete required courses and develop a plan that identifies and addresses an issue, challenge, or opportunity within their organization. This year's graduates are Brad Bickett. To earn his certificate, Brad delivered a conservation event for Henderson Municipal Power and Light's residential customers.
Rob DePhillips. For his project, Rob brought testing and maintenance of substation assets in-house at Keys Energy Services.
Timothy Johnson. To earn his certificate, Timothy examined new approaches to improve performance and prepare employees for future leadership roles at Augusta Electric Department.
Sandra Morgan. For her project, Sandra developed a plan to improve interdepartmental communication and create a greater sense of community at Lebanon Utilities.
John Quinde. To earn his certificate, John carried out an organizational assessment for Russell Electric Distribution System.
The American Public Power Association is pleased to present the 2022 Alex Radin Distinguished Service Award. The Raiden Award is the American Public Power Association's highest award, recognizing exceptional leadership and dedication to public power. There are 2 winners this year. Decosta Jenkins, former president and CEO of Nashville Electric Service, has been at the Tennessee Public Power Utility since 1991, becoming CEO in 2004. Under Decosta's leadership, NES earned a Tree Line USA Utility designation for 12 consecutive years, maintained a AA+ bond rating, and received multiple national recognitions, including APPA's Reliable Public Power Provider Diamond designation 5 consecutive times and APPA's Safety Award of Excellence in 2012 and 2013. Decosta has spoken at several APPA conferences and was elected to APPA's Board of Directors in 2012, serving on the Executive Committee as well as Board Chair from 2019 to 2020. He also served on APPA's CEO Climate Change and Generation Policy Task Force. Decosta serves on local, regional, and national committees addressing civic, energy, and climate issues. He is a past board member and vice chair of the Tennessee Valley Public Power Association, serves on the board of 7 States Power Corporation, and is part of the Tennessee Valley Authority's Customer Planning Council. Decosta retired this year after serving as a strong advocate for public power throughout his tenure.
Steve Wright is the former general manager of Chelan County Public Utility District in Washington and the former administrator of the Bonneville Power Administration in Oregon. Steve's career spans over 4 decades of public service in the energy industry. The first 32 years of his career were spent at the Bonneville Power Administration, including 12 years as administrator, making him the second longest tenured administrator in BPA history. Steve was the general manager of the Chelan County PUD from 2013 until his retirement this year, during which time he led the development of 2 community-based strategic plans to help customer owners engage in the future of the PUD and their communities. Under Steve's leadership, Chelan County PUD lowered its debt ratio while substantially increasing investments in its hydropower, transmission, distribution, water, and wastewater assets, providing long-term value for its customer owners. At the national level, Steve recognized the need for policy changes that support hydropower into the future and partnered with the National Hydropower Association to develop a roadmap. He encouraged public power to create an organization to actively support hydropower that became the Northwest River Partners. Steve served on APPA's Board of Directors and the CEO Climate Change and Generation Policy Task Force, which leads APPA's efforts to develop consensus positions for public power on climate change policy. Congratulations to Decosta, Steve, and all of our 2022 award recipients.